What's up guys, this is P Sensei. Today's video, I'm going to show you how I got my bow to 1000 trophies in Solo Showdown. We're going to be going over some replays, and I'm going to give you some tips that you can push your bow high in Solo Showdown as well. But before we get into the video, just want to say thank you for 400 subs. And also, I actually live streamed my push to 1000 trophies from 950 to 1000. That is also on my channel, so go ahead and check out that live stream if you haven't already. Huge shout out to the people that were at my live stream. Very cool chatting with you guys. Anyways, let's hop right into the video. As you can see, Bo has a pretty decent amount of health at 5040, the same as Shelly. For his attack, he shoots 3 arrows that each do 728 damage. And for his super, he shoots 3 mines that each do 2016 damage. And whenever someone walks over them, they will trigger and explode. The gadget that I used is going to be Super Totem, and what this does is it provides a 1000 health totem that recharges your super. And for Bo's second gadget, called Tripwire, what it does is it instantly detonates any mines you have. Both of these gadgets are very good, and you can go with either. The only reason why I went with Super Totem is because it's the only one I had at the time. But yeah, both gadgets are good, so it doesn't really matter which one you choose there. Anyway, let's go over the star powers to use. Alright, and the star power that you want to be using is definitely going to be Circling Eagle. And what this does is whenever Bo is in a bush, it increases his vision by 150% in bushes. This is just going to make Bo so dominant on maps that have a lot of bushes. The only time you're going to want to be using the second star power is if you're playing Bo on a map that does not have a lot of bush, but you really shouldn't be anyway, just because of how dominant Bo is on bushy maps. So that's really where you should be playing Bo anyways. So go ahead and get the first star power. Alright, and the map that I pushed Bo to 1k on is going to be Cavern Churn, and it is really easy to see why. In that middle, there's just a gigantic bush, and Bo with that first star power just makes him so dominant on this map. I believe he has a 57% win rate and the highest usage rate on this map. He's just so dominant. Yeah, I mean, there isn't really any other bushy maps like this. Bo, on non-bushy maps, he's decent. I believe there's some maps where he has a 49% win rate, but on bushy maps, he's just absolutely dominant. In the previous meta, there was actually another map called Eye of the Storm that had a lot of bush that Bo was also good on, but in this meta, it's okay to push Bo a little bit as like a pre-push on other showdown maps, but you should definitely be trying to finish him off on this map just because of how dominant he is. Anyway, let's go right into the first replay. Alright, heading into the first replay here, spawning on the left side of the map. And what do you want to do when you spawn is go for any box that is nearby you, and then just go straight to the middle. And the reason why you don't want to be hanging out in the outside for too long is just because if there's any Ricos or throwers nearby, you will get absolutely destroyed. So you just want to be getting whatever box is near you and heading right into the mid. And if there is if you spawn next to a Rico, don't even bother going for the box. Just go straight to the mid because Rico can laser you down. Now, a big mistake that I even made early on when I was pushing is if I saw someone, I would just immediately go after them and be super aggressive with Bo in my vision. But that's actually not what you want to do. And the reason why you don't want to be doing that is by doing that, you can reveal your position. And by doing that, you're telling everyone that's in the bush, whether it be a Shelly or Bull or another tank, that where you are. And you're also using your ammo, so it's going to make it super easy for someone to rush in on you and take you out. So what you want to actually be using your vision for is to scout the bush, see where people are, and avoid them. You really want to be avoiding them. Have them kill each other. You don't need to be the one killing the people in the bush. Have them kill each other. Unless there is only like one person in the bush, you really should try not to be going after people unless it's to finish them off or to get them away from you, just because you can make yourself vulnerable. And now as far as going for boxes, again, people can rush you. You're going for boxes, so make sure if you're going for a box in the middle of the bush, you shoot it once, right? And then you back out and see if anyone's trying to come and get and ambush you. If not, you can go ahead and shoot another shot and then go back and check and keep doing that until you open the box, just because if you just shoot all 3 of your shots at once, you become super vulnerable, and even if someone's rushing you, you won't have the ammo to push them back. So again, I'm pushing that Bull away from me since he's getting too close. And yeah, just making sure no one gets near me. I see this Bull goes over here, so I plant some mines there. He tries to charge into me, but he charges into another bull. Now bow shots can be hard to hit. If you want to hit all 3 of your shots on someone, strafe to the left. If you want to have a more wide area, strafe to the right. I'll explain that more later, but anyways, let's head into the next replay. Alright, heading into the next replay here, spawning in the bottom of the map next to a tick. But anyways, as I was saying before, by moving to the left when you shoot, all your shots will line in a straight line. So if you want to shoot all 3 of your arrows onto someone, you're going to want to be strafing to the left. However, if you want a more wider area for your shots to hit, then you want to be strafing to the right, just so you can guarantee a kill. If you see any other bows, try to team with them. Even if you don't like teaming, don't try to fight other bows. It's not going to be beneficial for both of you. By fighting other bows, all you're really doing is just telling everyone else in the bush where you are. And not only are you telling them where you are, but you're also wasting your ammo and getting weak because you're getting hit by the other bow. You're basically asking the other brawlers in the bush to come and kill you by fighting another bow. So even if you don't like teaming, don't fight another bow. That's a big mistake I see bows doing, is they try to fight other bows in the bush, and that's really not what you want to be doing. Even if you don't like teaming, it's just not going to be good for you either way, because you're just telling everyone else where you are. It's just when there's so many other easier options out there for you to kill, why would you fight, another bow, right? It just doesn't make sense to me. So if you can team with other bows, when you are teaming with other bows, be aware of backstabbing, especially when you're going for boxes. A lot of times, when you're going for a box, you shoot all 3 of your ammo. That is the perfect time for your bow teammate to backstab you. So just be careful of that. Like I said, you shoot 1 box at a time, and if if your bow teammate's being suspicious, getting a bit too close to you, then you just want to back off from the box and just wait till he goes away, and then you can pursue the box again. As far as teammates, you really should only be teaming with other bows. There really isn't a point to teaming with anyone else, just because what are they going to do for you? They can't see in the bush, right? If you team with other people, they're not really going to do much for you, are they? So if you do team with other people, I suppose you could, but I mean, you're the one that's going to be doing the most of the work, since you can actually see in the bush. You're pretty much going to just be giving them a free win. So there's really no benefit to team with other people other than other bows. Pinching the Shelly here with the bow teammate over there, and then finally able to finish him off. Here, anyway, let's go into the next replay. Alright, heading into the next replay here, spawning on the left side of the map again, and again, going for the box near me, and then heading straight into the mid. Now, when you have a bow teammate, it's okay to be more aggressive just because you have a bow teammate to back you up. Until when you have a bow teammate, it becomes a lot easier to melt down tanks and Shellys. It makes it a lot easier to melt them down and get them out of the bush. However, when you don't, it can be very difficult to take down a tank by yourself, which is why I recommend that you don't go after tanks in the bush, just because you won't be able to take them down. And like I said, you're just going to waste your ammo and reveal your position to other people that might be in the bush. So definitely be careful. Another thing to be careful is when you're entering the bush, you can still get ambushed. So yeah, just remember your vision. It's definitely helpful, definitely a benefit, but it doesn't make you invincible to getting rushed. Okay, people will still rush you, and people can still rush you, even if you have that extra vision. So always got to be careful. Make sure you're just not just moving. Make sure you're pausing every few seconds, just so that a Shelly just doesn't pop up and rush you into your face, and then before you can react in time, you're dead. All right, so just make sure you're careful. Your vision, like I said, does not make you invincible to getting rushed. Okay, we're just chilling in the bush. Now, if you realize that there's no one else in the bush, then you can go ahead and plop your totem to get your super if you're using the totem star power. Otherwise, yeah, it will just get destroyed easily. The other use for your totem would be to use it as a tank. So if you're getting rushed or if a bow's trying to backstab you, you can go ahead and drop your totem there to tank 1000 HP, whether that be from a projectile or something like that. So it can be very, very helpful for you. Going ahead and pinching that Shelly with the bow over there. Alright. and then going ahead and taking out the dynamite, using my range just to make sure the dynamite has no chance of hitting me. And yeah, and then go ahead and take out the bow afterwards. And yeah, GG for that one. Anyway, let's head into the next replay. Alright, heading into the next replay, spawning in the bottom left of the map. Here, going for these 2 boxes that are near me. When you're going for multiple boxes, just shoot in the middle. It's just because bow does do splash damage, so you can end up getting those boxes. Also, when you're going for a box, make sure all of your arrows hit the box. Otherwise, you're going to have to 4-shot it. So, I mean, just a little tip there. I see this other golden bow here, so I team with him. A lot of golden bows. I know in EU, the golden bows take over this map just like the 8-bits and Pams do on other maps. So on EU, you should be seeing a lot of bows. So this is actually pretty rare. A lot of times I was just by myself. However, when you do have other bows, it just does make it a bit more easier. Unfortunately, that bow earlier does go down from mines placed by other bows. So just be aware if you have a bow teammate. Just be aware of any mines that they place. And then the other bow there goes down. My bow teammate spots a bull over there, but I can't really help just because of that narrow alleyway. I do see a Shelly coming in, so I try to pinch her down. The Rico starts shooting. I see the Shelly coming, so I go ahead and pinch with the other bow, and I end up taking the Shelly out. And then I notice a Tara's back there. Now Tara can be very tricky, just because when Tara uses her gadget, she can actually see where everyone is way before you'll ever be able to see her. And if she gets close enough, Tara can take you out. So if a Tara uses her gadget, make sure you either A, know where the Tara is, or B, go behind. If you don't know where the Tara is, go behind the wall or something where the Tara won't be able to get you. Just because I have been rushed by Taras in the bush, and let's just say it wasn't very pretty. Taking out this bull, then using my mines to trap the Rico. That's how you want to be using your mines. You want to be using your mines to trap others. Anyways, let's go right into the next replay. Alright, heading into the last replay. This is actually the game that got me to 1K. Very hype in the chat if you watch the live stream. Anyway, just going straight for the bush this time since there really isn't a box near me. I mean, there's that box over there. It's not really worth my time. Just go straight to the bush. And again, shoot once, check to see if anyone's near me. I see there's no one near me, so I just go ahead and get that box. On to the next box. Shoot, check, and then just keep shooting since I see no one's near me. And again, do the same thing for the last box. But this time, there is a Shelly over there, so I make sure to keep her back before I actually go for the box. That way, she can't run in and rush me when I have no ammo. Right, so I keep her low, so I'm able to get the box, and then I make my retreat. And there we have it, able to get all 3 boxes in the middle. This time, I am the only bow in this game. There isn't any other bows, so when there aren't any other bows, I really want to avoid people as much as possible. Yeah, like I said, in EU, there should be a lot of bows. So you probably won't run into this problem if you're playing on EU, just because I've seen screenshots where there's like as much bows as there are 8-bits and Pams on other maps. Bow just really dominates this map. So this is really not going to be a problem you see in EU, but definitely in North America server, you're going to run into situations where you're the only bow in the server. And so when in that case, you're just going to want to be playing passively. And again, just moving around just to see where everyone's at, just to make sure I don't get, just to see what I'm working with, and just also to make sure I'm not getting rushed. As you can see in those alleyways, the Ricos just go ham. So whenever you're going into these alleyways, like the one I'm in now, and pushing the Shelly back because she's encroaching onto me. But whenever you're in those alleyways, you just want to be careful in case there's any Ricos, because if there is Ricos, they will absolutely laser you. So just be careful of that. End up taking out this Rico in the bush, just because he doesn't have a lot of health, and dodging these Rico shots. Right, very important to not get found in the bush. If you get found, it can be very hard to get unfound. But anyways, taking out the Jackie for the win there. And that is, like I said, the win that got me to 1,000 trophies. Here's just a screenshot here. But again, if you want to watch the stream, go ahead and check that out. Very cool. Anyway, here's the battle log here. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more 1K videos. Yeah, I have a lot more. This is my 12th 1K, I believe. So if you want to see other 1K videos, just go ahead and check my channel. I have a playlist. And yeah, like I said before, go ahead and check that live stream. It's very cool. I plan to live stream more of my 1K pushes in the future. But yeah, thank you guys, and peace.